Hello, konnichiwa, hola, hola everyone. Hold on. My name is Leo, I'm your resident vampire singer and professional simp, and today I am very tired of this bullshit that is YouTube Studio. Hi everyone, how are you doing? How are you doing this fine morning, evening, night, depending where you are? How are you doing on this fine time zone? Hold on, let me open up my chat on the side. Hello. Hello everyone. Hold on. Ta-ta. There it is. There is my chat. Hi. Glad to see that, Milky Way. I am very happy that you're doing great. I'm just having a moment here. Oh man, why is a streamer life to have always something not work the way it should? I don't get it. At the beach, ooh, an ice cream coupon, that is always very nice. Oh, by the way, now that we're here, now that we're gonna just talk about whatever. I know I set a theme on the title, but like we never go on tangents. I finally watched Deadpool and Wolverine. And that's all. I got reminded by your ice cream coupon because I got a coupon for popcorn, I think, for if I go again in like less than 2 weeks to the cinema to watch whatever. I got a coupon for popcorn, so yeah. Also, because it's my birth month, the cinema I go to has this like little thing where if you're a member, which I am, you get for the entire month of your birthday you get a daily like 2-for-1 coupon on tickets and all that. So yeah. But you know what the funny thing is about that usually when it's my birthday month no good movies come out, so so it's like pretty much useless most of the time, but this year I've been putting it to good use at the very least. Free ice cream. Beep. I can't do the high voice right now. I didn't even warm up for this. Sorry. What did I think of Deadpool and Wolverine? I thought it was fun. Definitely would have preferred to see it on 4D. That would have been like extremely more enjoyable when it comes to the fighting scenes. I think at first I kind of forgot how explicit they are in the dialogue in those movies. No, to be fair, I think it's been like 6-7 years since the last one. I don't remember when Deadpool 2 came out. So I kind of forgot about that. But other than that, like I knew it was gonna be gory because it's Deadpool. And I thought it was fine for the most part. I think only the beginning was like very, very gory for like the majority of it, but other than that, I think it was fine when it comes to like that aspect. Oh no, lost frames. OBS, why? Like, we're not offline, but apparently there are some lost frames, and that sucks. Oh well. At least YouTube now has stopped giving me a hard time about like it not getting enough data or something. Anyway, so what did you think of huge Jack Man? No, I did not misspeak. I thought he was okay. Like, okay, so let me give you some context. I have never watched any of the X-Men movies. Ever. I don't know really anything about the X-Men at all. I only knew about Logan back in the day, like the movie. like I knew, like I've seen them like premiere their movies and all of that, but it never caught my attention. I was always more of an Avenger fan, so I never really got into X-Men. But I remember especially like the promotionals for Logan and all of that, and that everyone was like, oh, why is it for adults? It's because it's so violent and all of that, and we can't watch it, damn it, and all that. So but I've known for a very long time about the ending, because that's what everyone talked about back then. So I ironically, that's the only thing I know about the X-Men, the ending of Logan. So I did know who the girl was, and other than that, like, I really don't have a sense of what the character was like before this version, so I don't have, when it comes to the character at the very least, I don't have like really much of a reference other than this movie. I thought he was fine. I mean, he's Hugh Jackman, he can act. I like all the jabs at his other works, like The Music Man, which is a musical I have like a very strong feelings about, very conflicting feelings. Not the fault of the musical, the fault of the theater that hosted it when Hugh Jackman was on the leading role. And I like the little snippet of the Greatest Showman there at the radio when they were like bashing their heads, and the divorce that I didn't know happened last year. I literally had to like sneakily take out my phone and look really quick that fact, because I did not know that was the thing that happened in Hugh Jackman's life. I didn't necessarily have a problem with this, but I found it very, like, it fits because of the theme of the movie, but I found it very odd that you really have to know what the TVA is in order to understand what the heck is going on with all of that, with the timelines and the sacred timeline and all of that. I didn't watch Loki season 2, so I'm pretty sure probably Paradox got introduced there, as well as this new head of the TVA. But for the most part, like, I understood that part when I looked at my parents, because I went to see it with my parents, because they were, my dad wanted to see it, and my mom was like, okay, I'll go along, like, I'll tag along for this, even though she doesn't like Deadpool. None of them watched the second one, which ended up being like not really a problem, because I don't think the second one got referenced a whole lot, other than the whole girlfriend thing and all that. They well, my dad doesn't care, but my mom was a little bit confused, and she would ask me little things here and there when she had questions. But yeah, I thought you were going to mention the part where his shirt explodes off. I don't even remember when that happened. I remember him not having it at the end. Oh no, the frames. Come on, OBS. What the heck? Hello? Are we back? I don't know what happened there for like 2 seconds. I hate it. Why is it like this recently? I don't understand. Also, YouTube chat looks like that. I don't know why. It started off fine. I've been having this problem since last stream. There's a lot of issues right now for some reason. Anyway, back to the movie. I only remember him being shirtless at the end. but I don't remember when exactly he lost his shirt. Was it when they were like trying to stop the whole thing from blowing up or like disappear in the timelines or something? Somewhere in there, I think. But I don't really care for that much. Like, he's huge and he's jacked, but eh. Also unrelated, but what to do when you got black acrylic paint on your shirt? Put dish soap on it and go and how do you say it when you wash it by hand? Wash it by hand, like scrub it off. That's the word I was looking up. Scrub it off immediately after you like put dish soap on it. You're not beating the Vi allegation right now. I mean, am I? Here's the thing, like, I've never been like very into Hugh Jackman in general. I don't think, actually, I think I've only been about that for like 2 actors in my life, and I've never really cared that much for shirtless scenes. When it comes to real people, put me a fictional character, that's a whole other story, but when it comes to real people, I don't think I've had that much of a reaction to that. I remember being extremely annoyed at the fact that when it started to become like the norm or something normal, I guess, that girls also liked comics and Marvel and all that stuff. The reputation we had was that they liked either Thor or Captain America. Meanwhile, I was on my corner simping for Black Widow and Hawkeye, and I was very annoyed about the fact that everyone thought that that's all we cared about. That doesn't help the allegations either, but I don't care. But I was never really that interested in that aspect, and they really hammered it in when they found like the audience for that. The whole like Captain America without a shirt and oh look his build, and Thor is also very sexy and all of that, and I was like, eh, where's Natasha? I want to see more of Natasha. So meh. Nowadays, like the actor that I like is Benedict Cumberbatch, and everyone makes fun of me because they say he's old. He's not that old. Oh, nah. Can we agree that car fight is the best scene? Yeah, I actually like. I remember the first fight that is when they end up in the void of the TVA, where the creature from Loki is, I forgot its name, Eliath, yeah, where Eliath is, and it served as a good, like, I liked when he was like, oh my god, is that Eliath from Loki season 1 episode 7, I think it was, or 5, I don't remember, and I was like, oh, thank you for the reminder, I completely forgot about Eliath. When that one happened, I thought it was cool, but maybe it lost a little bit of charm when it was like, oh yeah, you nerds, get ready for that one. And then in the car one, it was kind of unexpected. Like, it was expected that they would like blow up at each other at some point because they would be so done with each other, but it was kind of like more natural that they just started like grabbing each other and smashing their heads and shooting each other constantly. It was cooler. I liked it. That's when I was like ooh, I wish I had like been able to see this in 4D, because that would have been epic, and I would have definitely gotten my ribs punched, and it would have been fun. But yeah, sorry, I was scratching my eye. You see, when the money is used to fan service, no one bats an eye, but make it a girl. Exactly. Exactly. No one bats an eye, but if it's us, then god damn it. Sue us, I guess. Let me go open the door for the doggo, because he's getting angsty. Whee! He changed his mind last minute. Whoop. But yeah, so thoughts on the movie. I thought it was fun. I kind of like, I liked it, but I kind of thought that there would be something like more shocking because I saw everyone hyping it up so much. I just thought it was like a fun, like a regular fun movie, in my opinion. I don't think it was like the masterpiece that a lot of people have told me it is, or Marvel's saving grace necessarily, but I thought it was fun. Definitely enjoyed it way more than Shang-Chi. But I just always think Deadpool movies are fun. I like the dog, the dog pool. I started calling my dog is a French poodle, so I started calling my dog French pool because of that. The dog was extremely adorable. I liked it a whole lot. I think that was the highlight of the movie. Now my favorite part of the car scene is the shot. Oh yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. You're right. Ironic. All I have to say about that. So yeah, but a lot of the X-Men things just really flew over my head. I knew about like Elektra and Blade because I know they're infamous movies for not being very well received way back in the day. And so everyone forgot about those characters. But but yeah, X-Men, like, I remember even my mom like asking me, and who's that supposed to be? But I don't remember which one was it, because I remember the first reveal, like big reveal, was the non-Captain America, the Human Torch, which I was extremely pleased about. I was like, yeah, I remember those days. I used to be, when I was younger, I used to be a huge Fantastic Four fan. I don't know why. I loved the movie. I watched it so many times. I cannot tell you why that was, but I was a huge Fantastic Four movie, and nowadays I know, like, I haven't rewatched it in a very long time, but now I know that it's known for being extremely bad, apparently, so I never watched the Silver Surfer sequel though, so I got spared from that, but yeah. Okay, to be fair, you had no idea what the cameos were. It would be going straight into in-game and then ask, why was it so exciting? I did not see that guy. Yeah, me neither. I thought like it was gonna be like a maybe like how we were playing with the whole concept of like, oh, this is the worst Wolverine of all the timelines. I thought it was gonna be something like that, like, oh, this is the worst Captain America of all the timelines. When he started swearing and all of that, and even Deadpool was like, oh my god, Steve Rogers swearing. And then he turned into the Human Torch, and I was like, oh, I get that. I understood the reference. The guy beside me was way more excited though. He was cheering the whole time. I was just laughing out loud. What other cameo was it that my mom asked me, and I was like, I actually have no idea. I think it was during the cave scene. Yeah. 'Cause after they meet the twin, they run away. They meet Nice Bull, which was, I think, one of my favorite things. Because the dog is in it. Oh, I remember another cameo that my mom was like, who was that supposed to be? The whole, like, all the other Wolverines and all of that. And then the dude that plays Superman appears. I forget his name right now. I'm blanking on it. But then that one appears and that was... that was funny. Unrelated, but funny. Do you remember the Gambit guy? The Gambit guy. Is it one of the three that appear? With like Elektra and Blade and the girl Wolverine whose name I already forgot. That apparently speaks Spanish. Oh yeah, the Cable Ryan. I think it was that scene because I don't remember any other cameos right now. And then my mom asked me like, and who are those supposed to be? And I'm like, I think they're X-Men, but I don't know. Like, I never watched X-Men. And she was like, oh, okay. Maybe I should have Hannah introduce me to X-Men like how I introduced her to Marvel. Now that I think about it, because she's the one, like, ironically, she's the one that has watched, I think, almost every single X-Men movie. But yeah. Yeah, he's the guy with the purple powers. His movie never got made, that's why he said he thinks he was born here. Oh! So, like, were there rumors about a movie for him being made and then it never got out? Like, it never got, like, made? And that's why? Interesting. I'm pretty sure there was something else, but I'm really forgetting right now, like, what that something else was that I was like, I'm pretty sure I would understand this if I had watched the X-Men, but I haven't. When all the Deadpools appear, I like the one with the Welsh flag. I thought it was extremely... I don't know if it could be considered offensive or not, but I thought it was hilarious that they just had a Deadpool with like the Welsh flag on his uniform for some damn reason. That was fun. Same actor and everything. Oh, interesting. So they just like made a cast list and all of that and then just never did the movie? What? I know, like, again, the only like little things I know about the whole X-Men franchise was that they've had a very rocky history when it comes to the movies. Like, some are very good and then some others are very not good. Kind of like DC, I think. From what I heard. Because I haven't watched any of that. So yeah. And when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, superhero movies are for dumb boys. I was like 7. Which I think was around the time when the first Iron Man released and everyone, like, all the boys were like all super hyped about it. And I was like, I wanna watch Dragon Ball. And then I got introduced to it because my dad took me to see Avengers, because I watched a trailer and I saw Black Widow and I was like, oh, that looks cool. And so my dad took me to see it for Children's Day on 3D. And then I fell down the rabbit hole of Marvel. Then I watched Iron Man 3 on cinemas. I loved it. And then I just watched the rest that was available back then, which was the first 2 Iron Mans, Thor, Captain America. I think that was it. I'm probably missing one, but I think that was all there was out there. We don't count Hulk. I never watched Hulk. I don't think I'll ever watch Hulk at this point. I didn't even make Hannah watch Hulk. Oh yeah, Happy! Juggernaut. Those were also cameos? Sabretooth, Toad, Pyro, and Juggernaut? I have no idea who those are. I am assuming Pyro is the one that disappeared and reappeared every time, that had like red flames on his body. Or Magma, whatever that was. I'm assuming that's him. But I have no idea who the rest were. Was Sabretooth from Guardians? Now that I think about it, hold on. Was Sabretooth from Guardians of the Galaxy? I like that we switched to Marvel instead of what I wanted to talk about, which was Vocaloid, but but we'll get there eventually, I'm pretty sure. Wow, it's been half an hour already. Jesus. Time flies when you're having fun. But was Sabretooth from Guardians then? There's male characters, so I don't blame you. Are you saying I'm a dumb boy? Maybe. Maybe 7-year-old Leo probably thinks so. Then 10-year-old Leo had hair awakening. Was the guy that Deadpool hyped out the fight for when... Ah, the brother then. Crazy dumb boy. So the brother, I see. I think Milky Way mentioned the Aquaman movies. I also have never watched that. I think the only DC thing I've watched is the Joker. And that's it. I didn't watch Wonder Woman. I've never liked Wonder Woman in general, so that's mainly why. When I was younger, my only introduction to like DC was the Justice League, but from a coloring book. And I liked the Hawkwoman, I think is her name. I liked her, and I liked pretending I was her. So I had a fixation with flying when I was a kid, but I never liked Wonder Woman. I don't know why. The first one of the Aquaman movies? I'll probably check it out then. I also haven't. I know people kind of are either extremely hyped or extremely upset about Venom 3. I didn't know there was gonna be a third one until I went to see Inside Out 2, and then I saw the poster and I was like, wait, what? So apparently there's a third one? I haven't watched any of those movies either, so I have no idea like if they're good or not. I've heard very mixed reviews on it. I'm disappointed that it's not rated R. Yeah, when it comes to certain movies, that is always a problem. Man, I am actually glad that this one was rated R this time, because I remember the first Deadpool was gonna be R, and then they bumped it down to 15 because, or I guess in the US was like 17 plus, because people got upset about it. About the rating, or at least here it happened that they bumped it down from R to B15. We don't use R here, we use the letter C for adult stuff, so they bumped it down from C to B15. The Venom movies are fun bad to me. Like kind of like my Head empty, no thoughts fun then? Or is it or like it's so bad it makes me laugh? Interesting. But yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine, fun. Not like the greatest masterpiece for me. Because again, a lot of the X-Men stuff just flew over my head because I don't know anything about X-Men. I should probably get at the very least a little bit into that. I didn't know the Deadpool, or at least the Ryan Reynolds character, was a thing from very, very early in the days. because I saw the whole like back like the scenes, the back behind the scenes, yeah, that they put in the credits from way back when, and Hugh Jackman looked very, very young. Hello, Milky Way, welcome back. It has a lot of Venom talking about eating chocolate. No wonder people hate it. No wonder people hate it. Why can they never take like certain characters seriously? Like there are some that are fine like that, like Thor, in my opinion. But Venom wasn't supposed to be like this whole, like a huge threat and all of that, like a super important character. There's an original Deadpool. Again, like, I like comics, but I was never too into it that I like actually read things. So there were a lot of things that I didn't know about back in the day, and one of them was Deadpool, until they released the movie and everyone talked about it because, oh my god, it's so violent, it's so good. And back then I was on my edgy era where I was like, yeah, I like gore and seeing people like cut limbs and all of that, you know, yeah, I'm tough. And then I discovered that I very much did not like gore when I watched Hansel and Gretel at a very young age, but but other than like the first movie, like the quote-unquote first movie from 2015, before that I knew nothing about Deadpool. Deadpool from X-Men Origins. Oh god, what am I gonna see? Wasn't X-Men Origins like the second X-Men movie they released or something? Origins, Deadpool. What is that? Was that seriously supposed to be? What the fudge? No wonder I don't know about this. Huh? And he has no what? The merc with the mouth. What is this? I'm like, I've been shocked into silence. I don't understand what was that. What? What? Huh? Is that like part of some canon that I am not aware of? Or why did they do that? He shot late. Oh god, even OBS did not like that. Even OBS did not like that. It immediately froze in that second. He shot lasers from his eye. Wait, hold on. He shot lasers from his eyes. The swords came out of his hands. How the heck did that? And he could teleport. But why? Wasn't he just supposed to be like some guy? In the second Deadpool, he goes back and kills that Deadpool. I remember that part. Wait, I'm now realizing that I barely remember anything from Deadpool 2. Like I remember him being like having a whole montage of like being all funny and killing characters left and right and all of that, but I don't remember that Deadpool. I just remember maybe that's where the whole going back in time to another universe thing appeared. So like, is Deadpool not from our? Because I know in the TVA they said like it was Earth 1000 and something, so it's not our Earth. So is Deadpool not a thing in our Earth? And did Wolverine then die in Earth 1000 something, or in our Earth? Because I'm pretty sure they eventually are gonna wanna like make a whole crossover of X-Men and Marvel or Avengers or whatever they try to do now. But yeah, he was also that about him being played by Ryan Reynolds. Yes, I knew about, but like I'm very confused. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know how Logan is connected to Deadpool movies. The math does not math. Yeah, I think they just did that for the sake of it. Because it would be fun, and it was. Like, I don't blame them for that, but why then tie it into the whole multiverse thing if it doesn't really work, I think. Even in the comics sometimes that is like very confusing when they like jump from and then in the universe this, what if this happened and all of that, and that's why even the series What If exists. But I am left with more questions than answers now when it comes to the multiverse. I really need to make something about that. I also have not kept up with anything really after what was the last movie I saw? Come on, OBS. There we go. Pearls and shit, I don't know. Hello, Asta, welcome. The X-Men timelines are a mess. Like, one character was somehow both in the 80s and the early 2000s at the same age. Yeah, I've, like, again, from what little I know from what Hannah has told me, because she's the one that has watched those, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, the movies have a lot of continuity issues, but they're fun for the most part, so it doesn't help. Like, the fact that I know nothing about the X-Men doesn't help me at all in this situation of being confused about multiverse and all of that. Yikes. But I think that, what was the last Marvel thing that I watched that wasn't this? Irritable obvious syndrome. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It's been an issue for over a week now. And I already cleaned my PC. I don't know why it keeps like having issues. But anyway. Or maybe it's the Ethernet? I don't know. Okay, so the Marvels came out. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch Secret Invasion either. A lot of continuity errors is an understatement. I don't think it was ever consistent past the first three. Maybe I need to watch them just to understand like what X-Men fans have been going through all these years, and now us Marvel fans are experiencing in a way. Oh man. Also, I know X-Men is Marvel, but I put them separate because, as Deadpool said, Fox owned them for a very long time. And technically Spider-Man and... No, Spider-Man not. Hulk was also part of a whole Fox franchise because he's a mutant. Also, when I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine, I saw a trailer for the new Captain America. Apparently, I knew it was gonna like eventually happen because it's been on the list, I guess, for the longest time of upcoming movies. But why is Red Hulk there? Hulk was owned by Universal. Oh, that's right. But didn't then... Who owned the mutants? Universal or... There was a whole rights issue there. Because now that I remember, there are X-Men rights on Universal. But there are also like... There's also like a Spider-Man ride. That's a whole mess. Now that I think about it. Hello, Milky Way. Welcome. I think I'm misremembering. You're right. Like Universal owned Hulk, and then and Fox owned all the mutants, which is why people theorized that was the reason Quicksilver got X'd from the Avengers movies, but weirdly enough Scarlet Witch was fine. Fox, X-Men, and Fantastic Four, Universal, Hulk, and Sony Spider-Man. Yeah. Yeah. Sony's never gonna let go of Spider-Man ever. He's their golden goose at this point. But the others, I think they did eventually, like... Well, Fox got bought by Disney, so that's that. And Universal... I think they just been letting them use the character for whatever they want. Gives them more money anyway. I think there's a comic reason behind it. I don't think it's the same Hulk as our like main Hulk, so that's why it's I think it's supposed to be a different one, but I'm not quite sure because again I have not kept up with comic lore nor movie lore a whole lot recently. I don't remember what was the last Marvel movie I saw before. I think it was Ant-Man 3 now that I think about it. What Marvel movies came out last year? Hold on. Marvel movies released in 2023. It says here that there was a Lego Marvel Avengers on Disney Plus. Wow, okay, I did not know that. Yeah, there were only 3 movies last year. Interesting. And oh, so then the last one I watched was Guardians, not Ant-Man Quantumania. So, because I skipped the Marvels completely. So, last movie I watched was Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And now Deadpool. So whatever happened between those two, I have no idea. When it comes to Marvel, and when it comes to the rest, well, I know nothing about X-Men. Actually, no, Kurt ruled that both Fox and Marvel could use Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, since they were often Avenger, but they were also mutants. They just did Quicksilver dirty. Damn it. Because I remember back then, everyone was so angry about it that they made that theory that maybe it was that. But yeah, Quicksilver, it's a whole other thing. He deserved way better, and he wasn't even my favorite character. He was my friend's favorite character, but I do agree that they completely misused him in the end there. Man. Let me go open the door for my doggo. Hold on. Whee! I disappear. Well, I didn't disappear. I'm just glitching in the void. But yeah, well, there we go. What else is coming after all of this, now that I think? What movies are supposed to release this year, aside from... Because I was shocked by the fact that I didn't see any movies this year from Marvel other than... Then Deadpool. Is there a Blade movie coming out this year? Or no, was it gonna be a series? I don't remember. Yeah, it's a movie. But it doesn't... No, it's next year. Which is why Deadpool was like, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna do anything else. Oh no, he wasn't Deadpool. It was this Blade himself that was like, there's only one and there will only ever be one. Blade. There's apparently one thing called Kraven the Hunter, which I have no idea what that's about, and the other things are Madame Web, which I don't count, and Venom the Last Dance, which I don't count either as part of like the whole MCU, so the Agatha show, is it actually coming out this year? The Blade show has been in production hell for 4 years. At one point, Blade was a side character with 4 girls as the focus. I don't know why. What? Wasn't that Madame Web though? Or are those 3? I think those are 3. Man. Well, I guess I will only be hyped about the Agatha show then. Because I liked Agatha, but even then, I feel like that's been so hyped up by Marvel themselves that I'm like, I don't hold any hopes, just in case. Because I liked WandaVision. There go the frames. The frames did not like what I said. There we go. I forgot Madame Web came out this year. Yeah. Very early this year. I didn't watch it, but I watched many reviews of it and I am so sad. I am so sad. I am so sad. Just gave a Winter Soldier flashback. OBS, come on! What are you doing? Get yourself together. There we go. Yeah, so really not a big year for Marvel for some reason. Probably they're gonna try to like hammer it in all next year, but who knows. I probably eventually will watch the Marvels just to see like what was up with that. I wanted to wanted is a strong word. I kinda wanted to watch Secret Invasion because I thought that would be relevant since Nick Fury is very relevant in Captain Marvel's story, but I don't know. I watched the first episode. They killed my one of my other favorite characters, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. Like, what's the point anymore? Other than Doctor Strange, then maybe. Yeah. I remember there was another show called Echo that they released, and that flew under my radar completely. Maybe I will watch it eventually one day. Where is Moon Knight Season 2? Who knows? I watched She-Hulk. You know this. You know how I feel about She-Hulk. Look, we wouldn't even be in this situation where I'm complaining and bitching about certain things Marvel has done if She-Hulk didn't exist, because back before that I gave them the benefit of the doubt a lot. Yeah, I watched the whole thing twice. Twice. I gave them the benefit of the doubt up until that point, and then I watched the whole thing and I was like livid. Livid. I watched it twice because then I introduced it to Hannah. Well, I talked to her about it, and then she decided she wanted like to be the cat that curiosity killed, and so I rewatched some things to remember and talk about it with her. She hated it as well, but that's why I watched it twice. And I might a third time if I ever make that one video I wanted to do about it. But alas. Seeing she get pissed off. Like, Deadpool is self-aware in a funny way. She-Hulk tried to be the same and failed miserably because it just pointed out exactly what is wrong with this new era, and that it's no one else's fault but theirs. And they still have the audacity to complain, like to complain about it as if it were the fans' fault, when they were the ones who put those standards on themselves and then tried to replicate it again because, I don't know, money. But they, instead of actually doing it well, they try to do it nilly-willy, and here we are. Also, she wasn't it. Yeah. I honestly do not care about Bruce a whole lot. I never have. I'm very upset still about that one thing in Age of Ultron. But yeah. He's also not been very well used, I feel, in like most movies. Outside of maybe Ragnarok. But yeah. Anyway, so apparently there's a Lego movie. I know there's a Lego game that released back then for the Wii and other consoles, but I never got it. So apparently there is an Avengers Lego movie on Disney Plus that I guess I'm gonna have to watch. We don't talk about that thing in Ultron, yeah. Actually, let me open my app and see if I can find it, because I never heard about that until right now. That I looked up the movies that released last year, and there it was. Also, what other movies are supposed to be releasing anyway? Like, I knew about the new Captain America, but other than that, I have no idea. Well, aside from maybe a fifth Thor. What is the name of this thing? Lego. Oh yeah, there it is. Lego Marvel Code Red. Avengers Code Red. Huh. Guess I'm gonna have to watch that then, because Black Widow's in it, and I'll watch anything Black Widow is in. Time that basic. Armor Wars and Ironheart? What are Ironheart? I know what is, but what the heck is Armor Wars? What is Thunderbolt? What are those? Oh man. Also, I heard some rumors. Is Robert Downey Jr. coming back as another character? Is that true? On War Machine. Oh, interesting. Okay. Weird, but interesting. Because isn't Rhodes supposed to be retired? after the whole incident in Civil War. Or I guess he did make an appearance a little bit on Endgame. Yeah. Thunderbolt is basically Marvel's Suicide Squad. Oh, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I hope they actually do it well then. Oh man. Yeah, I'm going to send you a clip on Discord and answer your question. Okay. And another thing, because I think a lot of leaks and things got like announced because it was the D23 convention this past weekend. I completely forgot that that was the thing that happens every year around this time. I don't know why, but a lot of things got announced with that. Like they made hype for the Mufasa movie, which I am not very excited about. I don't think I will watch it, honestly. Zootopia 2 was announced. Incredibly. I think they also made hype about Moana 2 coming out later this year. And there was, oh, the Lilo and Stitch live action coming out next summer. Stitch looks decently enough. He's kind of cute. I am not looking forward to that, being honest. And there was something else that I'm forgetting right now. And we don't talk about Frozen 3. That got announced. My god. Okay, I got the notification. Oh, this was at Comic-Con. Interesting. Isn't Doctor Doom from Fantastic Four? Avengers what? Hold on, I can't see. I'm blind. Doomsday. Is that a thing? Are the Russo brothers back on it? Oh god. What? When is this releasing? Yeah, isn't Doom Doctor Doom from the Fantastic Four movies? What the heck? And everyone, of course, gets extremely hyped about Robert Downey Jr. because it's Robert Downey Jr. Alright. Interesting. Let me open my chat again. Wow. Okay. That is a lot of money. Damn. So they're gonna, like, are they gonna mix then Fantastic Four with Avengers or something? Like, I don't understand what they're gonna do with that, honestly. Anyway. So we have not talked about games and Vocaloid, and it's been an hour already, jeez. I don't know, well... That's gonna be fun. But did they announce that before? I remember, like, 'cause I remember them making a whole timeline of, like, all the movies that were gonna release up until Avengers, the multiverse, something. Multiverse War or something like that. Also, are they just... I am having questions right now. Are they... Are they gonna get rid of the whole plotline with the Kang? With Kang? I was gonna, yeah, I was about to ask, like, did they replace entirely Kang? I will answer your question, Sarah, while Han answers me, because I need to talk about Vocaloid. Who's my favorite Vocaloid? Mako. 100%. Mako. I think she's extremely underrated, and I love her so much. And the reason why I wanted to talk about Vocaloid today was because I finally gave in and installed Project Sekai, the rhythm game, the gacha rhythm game. And it's very fun, but I discovered that I'm terrible at those things. Your favorite is Teto. Oh, nice, nice. I rarely hear people talk about like the non-main 6, which are, you know, like Luka, Meiko, Kaito, Miku, and the twins. I see, I see. She has a great voice bank. The actor said he was really sad about being replaced. But was it due to the allegations? Because I don't know if it actually was like confirmed or not, right? But was it due to the allegations? It probably was, but... Oh no, Frames did not like me talking about that. Because I understand, of course I would understand, you know, if it was because of that, but... Are you done, OBS? Are you done being... I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah, so I would assume it was because of that. But that messes things up so bad. Because of the whole thing that got, you know, like built up in Loki and at least season 1. And... Ant-Man. So, you know, I don't know. What are they doing at this point? I am so sad. I Oh man. It seems like a mix of his movies not doing well, people not liking the character, and the card rolling. That is a shame. Like, again, I understand, but at the same time, why establish this whole big thing if you're gonna change it just at the last second for reasons? I think it would have been better to just replace the actor and not the character. Make a whole montage about it, maybe, about them changing like looks and all that. Now that, you know, for example, Ant-Man knows what he looks like and all that, but changing the entirety of it, I don't know. It will say season 2 of Lucky does introduce to completely a way to... Oh, okay. So that's how they worked it out. Understandable, I guess. What's your most listened to Vocaloid music? That is a very good question. I actually... The one I've listened to the most, probably the Bad and Night series, like all the 4 songs of that, by what's the producer's name? I always forget. Is he it's Hitoshizuku and Yama, yeah. I think that series is the one that I've listened to the most. When it comes to individual songs, oh, that and the what is the name of it? Like the servant, the Daughter of Evil, because I know Daughter of Evil is part of like the 7 Deadly Sins series of Vocaloid, but Daughter of Evil is also like its own little series, so I like the series of Daughter of Evil as well, but I think Bad and Night is the one that I listen to the most. When it comes to individual songs though, I can only think of recent ones, which are by the same producer actually, which is Mr. Showtime or Mr. Schadenfreude. I'm probably butchering that very bad. Now if we talk about Miku solo songs, probably Ghost Rule. No, there's another one, but I'm misremembering right now. Let's just say someone else is in charge of the timelines now. And the TVA is just ruled by that one soldier that used to be part of the TVA. At least I know that from the Deadpool movie, but I need to watch season 2 of Loki then. But I am actually very bummed. Like I understand why. But I thought that was a neat concept. And I think the sad part about all of that is that you really need to watch the series, like the TV shows now, to understand what's going on. Otherwise, you're just like me, that I'm like, you know, where I was like, but what the heck happened to Kang then? How are they gonna fix that? Well, apparently they did that in the TV show that I haven't watched. And same with Deadpool and Wolverine, where like, if you haven't watched Loki, you really don't know what the TVA is. They just assume that everyone that goes to watch these things now watches everything, and that is unfortunate, in my opinion. But yeah. I've seen a lot, I've listened to a lot of Normality Dancing and The Last One Sweeping. I actually like The Last One Sweeping as well. But I haven't listened... I think I've listened to it a lot, but not a whole lot. The ones that I see brought up a lot are Romeo and Juliet, any Wawaka song really, but especially I'm forgetting the name right now, hold on. Unknown Mother Goose, yep, that's the one. But from Wawaka, my personal favorite is Two-Faced Lovers. And I also like a lot Donut Hole by Hachi. That one I haven't seen like brought up a lot, but I do like it a whole lot. I guess I go more like by producers nowadays. Back in the day I did used to like go more like, oh, I like this specific like individual song and all of that, but nowadays I guess I go more like by producers because I finally like found what like style of songs, of Vocaloid songs I like, so maybe that's why. But yeah. Now this has turned into a talk of both Vocaloid and Marvel. Excellent. Yeah, I'm really bummed about that. Sorry. I'm just like I'm just left wondering like why why did they have to do that? I'm very upset. But alas, nothing we can do about it. Now back to Vocaloid. Project Sekai. I actually haven't paid attention properly to the story, but I've liked the system so far. I don't completely understand it, but I like the play system so far. I find that I am very bad at playing rhythm games nowadays because I've spent such a long time without like touching any of those. But apparently the usual technique is to play with your index fingers, and I have not been able to adapt to that. I've seen that it's apparently easier to conquer harder levels playing like that, but I'm a thumbs person. And I have not been able to properly adapt to the index fingers. And for some reason I got a competitive like streak, and now I am set that on to becoming one of those super pro players that can get everything perfect without blinking. You know? Now I want to be a master of rhythm games for some reason. But I guess playing songs that I like, that I know has brought a lot of more enjoyment to it, so that's maybe why I've been liking it a whole lot and paying more attention to the whole music aspect rather than that story with the characters and all that. That's cool. That's really most of what I want to talk about, I guess, when it comes to Vocaloid today. Sorry, I feel like I was going to sneeze and then it didn't happen. so yeah, my favorite producers probably Wowaka. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly though. I like some of what Hachi released back in the day, and just really like the whole group projects of Hitoshizuku and Yama. I think those have been my favorite because they're more like theater like, because it's just like the main, either the main 6 Vocaloids or them and a couple of others, like for example in Bad and Night with Gumi and Gakpoid, basically doing like a play, you know, themselves playing other characters, and the whole like playfulness of it and back and forth I've always enjoyed a whole lot. Maybe that is just because I'm a theater kid and that's why. And I love musicals, but yeah. And back to the last one, Sweeping, I think that one I listened to the most when I was in a very dark place. So that's why I probably don't like count it as one that I listened to the most recently, or like in the whole scheme of like the period of time I've been a Vocaloid fan. I think it's been 10 years at this point, which is crazy. And my dream is to one day go to a magical Mirai. One day. Yeah. Wow. That was a lot to take in today. When it comes to Marvel, at the very least, like, I didn't realize how out of touch I was with the whole franchise recently. And that in a way hurts, in the sense of like I see the direction it's going and I'm not liking it. I really am not liking it. I once had hope, and that hope has been crushed by them constantly. But I guess I will have to watch Loki in season 2, and maybe that will reignite my love for it, who knows. Because Deadpool did make me like not necessarily think like, oh yeah, we're saved, there's a small sliver of hope. It was more like, it's fun again. I like that. But at the same time, there's that lingering feeling of like, if I had not watched at the very least Loki season 1, I would have no idea what is going on. And that is something that I can't properly like accept, that we are not in this direction. I feel like they have slowed it down with the series recently. Sorry, I was drinking water. I feel like they have slowed it down with the TV series recently, but man. But yeah. Anyway, with that, guys, I think I ran out of the things that I not necessarily, but I got some things to work on. And I'm looking at the time. I started a little later today because I had like something come up very last minute that I had to fix. And so that was that. And I've been trying to also fix my sleep schedule and it's been a mess. Like, I have been sleeping a little earlier-ish most days, but I wake up at the same time, so I ironically that makes me sleep a little less, so I need to like really turn that around. But yeah. So with that, I am actually working on some of the emotes that I promised for the Discord server. If you guys are here listening, watching either live or on the bot later and have not joined the Discord server, please join the Discord server. Links in the description. Please read the rules and enter when you decide to join us. And I'm working on that. I'm working on this week's cover, which I still have to finish editing the audio for and then the video. Actually, that Mr. Showtime cover, fun fact, if you have not watched it, please go watch it. Please, I put a lot of effort into it, and it was in production hell for like a year. I started it last year, I recorded it last year, everything was ready except for the video. I started editing the video, then I realized I did not know how to do the 3D flips for the cards. I managed to figure it out, and then I stopped editing it. I started editing something else, and I completely forgot about that project. Up until very recently, when Maple started talking about Project Sekai and all that. And I decided to pick it back up, and there it is. So please, if you have not listened to that cover, please go do so. I like it a whole lot, and I put a lot of effort into it. So I hope you guys like it. And other than that, well, I'm working on my epic covers. Speaking of epic, I thought I was out of things to talk about, but nope. The Wisdom Saga is coming in like 2 weeks, and I am beyond excited. I am like shaking in my boots in a good way, because I am extremely excited about the Wisdom Saga, and at the same time I'm like, Jorge, why? I'm still trying to get out more covers from this thing of yours from the Thunder Saga and then the other sagas that I have not done yet and I really want to do. So yeah, I am extremely excited about the Wisdom Saga, and I plan on this time, actually, I know last time I was like maybe, who knows, and then I did nothing, but this time I actually am planning on listening live to the Wisdom Saga. So, epic fans, look forward to that if you're watching. We're gonna do like a listening along. I'll try to probably catch up people who don't know what epic is about really quick before that, but we are doing a listening along to the Wisdom Saga, so I'm really excited about that. I know I also promised at one point watch alongs on the servers, and I haven't been able to properly do that. It's a little complicated, but I'm gonna try my best to try to fit in something maybe next month for that, so keep an eye out for that. I also need to figure out how to, you know, share screen and all on the server, and yep. But with that, I think that would be it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thanks so much for being here and giving me about an hour and a half of your time, I think. Yeah, kind of, in 4 minutes. Yep, about an hour and a half of your time. I know this one was short, but I do have like a lot of things to work on and school. I just got here. I'm so sorry, Echo Shark. I do gotta work in a couple of things. You didn't miss a whole lot. We were just talking about the state of Marvel. Instead of talking about games, we ended up talking about the state of Marvel, and I answered a couple of questions when it came to Vocaloid and my experience with Project Diva. Project Sekai. and that was pretty much it. And I just talked about Epic the Musical and how excited I am about the Wisdom Saga. But the bot will be here. Give me a 30-second rundown of the state of Marvel. I am very disappointed. Apparently they changed the main villain and I did not know, and I am very disappointed. That's the 30-second rundown. But the bot will be here. This time around it's gonna be only an hour and a half, so it's easier for people to catch up with it. So yeah. Any bot watchers, thank you for making it this far. If you made it this far, I don't know, comment, I miss Kang. Something like that, I don't know. But with that, guys, I really need to leave it here for now because I really need to go back to work on main villain for the multiverse or saga. The old villain turned out to be a terrible person, that's why. Yep. Yep. Like I mentioned earlier, I understand why. But I wish they had at least like changed just the actor and not the character. I was very interested in Kang. Like as a character, not the actor, the character. So yeah. But anyway guys, I really gotta leave it here because I need to go back to work on channel stuff and also school stuff because last semester, yada. So yeah, I will have to leave it here for today, but tomorrow we're playing more Slay the Princess, so please keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be fun. I am probably gonna be even more traumatized in so many horrible ways. So yeah, tomorrow we're playing Slay the Princess, and on Thursday we have Omori, so please look forward to that. And same time, same place as always, and those will probably be a little bit longer, so hello Akami, welcome. Unfortunately, I'm about to end stream, so this is a little bit awkward, but please look forward to my next streams tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. But yeah, with that guys, thanks so much for coming, thanks so much for being here, giving me an hour and a half of your time. I hope you had a blast, and if you weren't able to catch the full thing, the bot is always here, so you can catch up with us if you want and have the time. You can always put me as background noise, I don't mind. And I will see you tomorrow, okay? Same time, same place as always. I will see you tomorrow with more Slay the Princess. And maybe I'll do another Just Chatting next week. Who knows? Anyway, but with that, I'm gonna go to the ending screen before I keep on yapping and make this last longer than I should, because I really need to I really need to work on those things to have them ready for this week. So yeah. Anyway, bye bye guys.